But I just want to get the early days sorted out before we move on to you as a trainer, because you got involved in some very interesting things. The one story you told me, which was fascinating, which I think people would love to hear, is the story about George Croucher and you traveling in the caddy at one stage. Give us the background.
Well, you know, Titch is known by...
Titch, everyone knows him as Titch. He's Muzi Yedi's agent.
Yes. Yeah. And, you know, we all
You
hung
can
around.
bury him, eh? He deserves to be buried, you know. He buries everyone else's time that he got buried.
Well, anyway, let's see. You know, all of us guys from Greyville here, we all used to come to the racecourse. Brian Maxwell, Bert Leclos. You know Bert Leclos? Yeah, the world famous whaler.
Yeah.
You know, every time you see him on TV, he's whaling.
Yeah, he was fantastic. His son was fantastic
at
the World Swimming Games.
Yeah, we all hung around together. And one day, Titch won a Cadillac from a guy called Peter Berenzi. So Titch says, well, let's go off to Cape Town. So we all jump in the car, we're off to Cape Town. We get to Bloemfontein, we've got no money for petrol. Titch says, don't worry. So we go into a court case where a farmer is held up for murder for something. So Titch goes, gets the family and says, listen, the judge is my uncle. Don't worry, I'm having dinner with him tonight. I'll sort it out. But we need $2,500 up front. And when it's done, you give us 5. So the next day, we're all in the court sitting in the back. Act of God, the man got not guilty. So we got the $5,000. So now we're off. We turn off there, going down past Colesberg, Hanover, somewhere down there. Titch says, no, wait, hold on. We need to get a few more pounds. He sees on the thing, oh, Farmer HM Portkit or something. So anyway, he pulls in there. Now we don't know what's going on. So Titch says, no, just leave it to me. So he goes there. He jumps out the car. He says, one potty. This, that. And he eventually convinces the man that this is his late lost uncle. So anyway, at the end of the story, the man says to him, well, Georgie, where are you going to? No, we know a good thing in Cape Town. It won't get beat. So Titch finds a horse, geez, a 66-1 or something. The man parts with 20 grand.
20 grand?
20 grand. In those days, 20 grand the man parted with.
Where did he pull it out the safe?
Yeah, well, those farmers, they got plenty. Anyway, we're off to Cape Town. But now one potty is behind us. So we get to Milnerton.
In his bucky. You're in the Cadillac in his bucky.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it was Kenilworth. So, you know, the man's there and all excited. So the horse wins.
At 66-1?
At 66-1, the horse wins. We don't have a ticky on because Titch never put a ticky on. And the man is jumping and everything. So Titch says to him, takes the race card. He says, no. He says, this is a progressive plate. It's got to, we're only backing it the next time. It's got to progress to the next race. I mean, the man didn't know about racing, but, you know, that's just one of the stories. But one thing I can tell you about Titchy, whenever he got a pound, or the mayor of Escort, he pulled 10 grand. We were coming from Swaziland. Run out of petrol, not Escort, Ishawi.
Yeah.
And he walked in the man's office, talk about racing. The man says, keep quiet, come in the back room. He walks out with 10 grand. But one thing I can tell you about Titch, when he's got money, he gave all the boys.
Well, let's take a break.